Hello there, Zimbabwe. And it is football time again. Yes, it is a time for Division 1 action as we continue to give you live coverage of the World Navy Northern Region Division 1 action. I'm Charles CNN Mabika, and today it's D-Day in the World Navy Northern Region Division 1 Championship because everything gets decided around about 5 o'clock. Here at Morris Depot in a couple of moments, the kickoff will be between hosts ZRP Football Club, who are popularly known as Batai Munu, taking on Flame Lily, the log leaders, who are popularly known as the Correctional Masters. Across town in Bindura, Yada Gunners are being hosted by Bindura United, and Flame Lily lead the standings with a 3-point gap. They are on 73 and the other Gunners are on 70. Simply put, if you've done arithmetic or if you've done mathematics, it's still the same. Simply put, Flame Lily will take the Division 1 title simply by holding ZRP to a draw or by winning. But if they lose and the other Gunners go on to beat Bindura United, that means because Yada Gunners have got a superior goal difference, Yada Gunners will clinch it. So it's just simple. For Nesbet Yabo Saruchera, the Flame Lily head coach, it's simple: win or draw. And the two experts are with me once again here at Morris Depot. Yes, I'm talking about Becky Mpilonyoni, the chairman of the Zimbabwe Soccer Coaches Association. And we say good afternoon to him first. Becky, good afternoon. And what an afternoon, D-Day.
Good afternoon, and I think what is good is this competition is getting to the wire. I think that's what is very important. I think it shows there is competition in Division 1.
Competition in Division 1, yes, right here. You will be able to know who would have lifted the World Navy Northern Region Division 1 title between Flame Lily and Yada Gunners. Also here with Becky Nyoni is a former Dynamos captain, former Dynamos assistant coach, and former under-23 national team player. We used to call him Stanza. We still call him Stanza. Stanza, welcome to the show. And Stanza, what a day today we have.
What a day, Charles, not only in the Northern Region Division 1, but also in the Premiership. But today we're going to witness an epic clash between the two best clubs of Northern Region. So it's a good afternoon to you and good afternoon, viewers. I hope we are all going to enjoy.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely sure that we are going to have one exciting time here. And as always, the World Navy leadership are here. And I can tell you what, they've already brought the cup here. And so we asked them, hey, what if Flame Lily lose to ZRP and the other Gunners go on to beat Bindura United? And the chairman, Willard Manyengavana, simply answered, well, if that happens, we will have to present the trophy to Yada Gunners on another day, possibly after the weekend. But if Flame Lily, the Correctional Masters, do it, they get presented the trophy here. Now, Becky, can Flame Lily do it?
I think that's the big question which everyone has been asking. But if you look at how Flame Lily has been playing, especially the last 4 games, they've been playing tough games. They've played very well. They've managed to grind results where everyone thought they were not going to be grinding results. And from that point of view, I think they show that they are ready to be the winners by making sure that they win against ZRP today, and I'm hoping they are going to do that and win it, and I will give it to Flame Lily because they have got the experience. History is favoring them. Their past results also, they are high up there. They know it's a draw or a win, so it's easier for them rather than saying let's go for broke. They'll say, okay, caution, get a goal, or caution, get a goal. So that's the advantage which they have, and I don't want to blame the Northern Region leadership for bringing the trophy and the medals at this stadium, although they know that mathematically Gunners have got a chance of winning it as well, because they've looked at what has been happening and they are convinced Flame Lily will do it, and I'm also convinced Flame Lily will do it.
Well, Prophet Bekimpilo Nyoni prophesizing that Flame Lily will do it well. Let's wait and find out. But ZRP, Bataimunu, have got nothing to play for really. They're just playing for pride. They are in 6th position. They are safe from relegation. But their name or their nickname depicts Bataimunu. That's exactly what they would like to do just for the Zimbabwe Republic Police pride. Now, Stanza, can Bataimunu do something here and spoil the party for the Correctional Masters?
Well, Charles, the tide favors Flame Lily, considering the number of points they've amassed, the difference of between the two teams. I think they are 3 points to the good.
They are 3 points.
Yes. So it's for me, it's quite a difficult match. It's not as easy as we might think. We look at the two coaches. We have Nesbet Yabo Saruchera being assisted by Masimba Mutame. These are two experienced coaches who have seen most of the quite a number of premiership teams being promoted from Division 1. So on the other hand, you look at Coach Masaraure, probably his first incursion in the Division 1. You want to give it to him. He has done his best. But I think this moment in time, I don't see Coach Yabo letting go this one. I think he's everything is favoring him, and I strongly believe that today he will just do the job. He will make sure that he takes Flame Lily into the Premiership. So I think the tide favors. We just hope that ZRP will remain as professional as possible and give us a good game here, give Flame Lily a good run, so that when they get into the Premiership, they know that they've worked for everything. So I think the tide favors Flame Lily, and I think they'll go through today.
Right, Prophet Tonderai Stanza Ndiraya again after Prophet Bekinyoni tipping Flame Lily to go all the way. But ZRP are saying they will not hand this game on a silver platter to the Correctional Masters. So before we join our commentary team, let me just find out from Becky the scoreline. Remember, he's already tipped Flame Lily to win it. Becky, scoreline.
Scoreline, I'll give it 2-1 to Flame Lily.
Okay, 2-1, that says Becky, Nyoni, and Stanza. Scoreline.
Yeah, I think I would go for the same scoreline. I think 2-1 to Flame Lily.
He has gone 2-1, 2-1. Remember, Flame Lily just need a draw to pip Yada Gunners. Whether Yada Gunners eventually outwit Bindura United by 20 goals to nil, that will be it will have nothing to bear on it. Just a draw for the Correctional Masters will do it. Right. Let's now join our commentary team, Stanley Katsande and Spencer Nyamadzao, to find out what will happen for the next 45 minutes. It's Flame Lily, the Correctional Masters, who are being hosted by Bataimunu ZRP. We will be talking to you at halftime.
Welcome to Morris Depot this afternoon. Well, you heard the Charles wanting to know what will happen this afternoon. Time is dusted now to tick, so that at the end of the day we'll find out who will make it today. Remember, today we've got to get a league winner, and that contest is between Flame Lily today, who are wearing green and represented on the right hand side by their captain wearing just number 7, Gift Piri, and the other team of course is Yada Gunners, that's playing in Bindura, and that result will have a strong bearing on the final destiny of the Navi region. Northern Region Division 1 will be decided today. That, of course, is a trophy. Glittering indeed. But we'll all have to wait for the next 1.5 hours to see who will walk away with the trophy. Ruziwe is the man in charge, assisted by Ashma Mataya, alongside Stella Ruvinga. That's a lady in charge, and of course, Mr. Marange is, of course, the match commissioner. Definitely a result, especially for this team here. That is a Flame Lily coached by Nisbet Yabo Saruchera, a former Black Rhinos and Zimbabwe international player. He went through the youth teams. There is number 2 from our near side here. That is the Flame Lily bench. Nisbet Saruchera in charge. He has done fantastically well with the team. He has got plenty of Premier League experience, so that even when they go into the Premier League, they know exactly what to do. That, of course, is ZRP. That's Gandari. Nigel Gandari, one of the big defenders who will be linking up with the likes of Pride Zireni, Blessing Gurupira and Tendai Chinungo to try and repel whatever Flame Lily has got for the policemen. These are the correctional masters, as you all know by now, that they are sponsored by the Zimbabwe prisons, the correctional services department of our country. They take care of the offenders. There is the Flame Lily lineup. Hamandishe between the sticks, Nyamadzawa and Mandananga, Chandisaita, Brighton. Of course, another former Black Rhinos player, Kopeni Chindawaya, Pensula Piri, the captain, Chinyama Chiragwi, and Maroa Tekshua Chiragwi, of course, number 20, played for Caps United in the Premier League. And this is Tulanis Banda's team. ZPC with Verechena Chris, Blessing Mazani, Chinungo, and Gandari. Pride Zireni, number 26, is the player to watch. Leroy Ndlovu, Chilimanzi, Blessing, Benjamin rather, and Tambiran Wise alongside Wadi and Chimbadzwa are the players to watch. ZRP FC, formerly Black Mambas, they were relegated from the Premier League last season. They are lying in 6th position, no danger of relegation, but of course they would like to finish the season with a flourish and possibly spoil the party today for Flame Lily. But then the big question is, will Flame Lily allow that to happen? I doubt that very much. They'll put in a good fight and make sure that they pick up a point, which is all they need to lift the trophy as we get underway here under the tutelage of Ruzive. That's ZRP in yellow playing from right to left, and Flame Lily in all green playing from left to right as that long ball goes straight to their goalkeeper, Hamandishe, who will have a feel of it before pumping another long ball forward. The two teams still sizing each other up, trying to see who does what here and there. Lelo Ndlovu on the right-hand side, he's a pacey player, but tightly monitored. And the ball stays in play surprisingly, and in the end, of course, ZRP lose it. That's the far side where Stella Ruvinga is taking charge of. It's good to see that we have some gender balance in the match officials today. And the Flame Lily always pumping these long efforts forward. I'm sure there's a bit of concern or pressure up their minds. They're worried that if they make a mistake, then the championship is gone and the route to the Premier League will be spoiled. Here they come now. Oh, that's a good looking chance. Oh! Straight to the back of the net. One touch and he's there. My word. He goes down injured. What is that, Spencer?
What is that, Stanley? It looked like it an own goal. The goalkeeper, he had no business rushing for that ball. They went and the defender tried to get back the ball to the goalkeeper. But good pressure from Flame Lily in the early stage of the game. It was the first real attack of the game as we see the goal there, Stanley.
Well, I think they'll credit it to Prosper Chinyama. Oh, there was a clash. There he is. Oh, he actually headed the ball into the net.
He did, Stanley, and good perseverance from Prosper Chinyama. Not giving up, giving a chase. It looked like a harmless ball, and he managed to get the head on target, and the goalkeeper for ZRP to blame. He had no business coming off his line as the defender was guarding Prosper.
Yes, Nisbet Sarushera, that's exactly what he was looking for. But for Prosper Chinyama, it took a knock and he's being helped to his feet. Then I think Ruzive has asked for treatment to take place off the field of play. That's the scoreline. 1-0. Flame Lily in charge. We've just started.
And they've taken off the pressure amongst themselves. Now they can settle in the game. It's what the doctor had ordered.
Exactly, and their fans have realized that, bursting into song almost immediately. And everyone now is going to join them. That is, of course, the neutrals here at Morris Depot. Zireni looking for Leroy Ndlovu. Good control, looking for space. Turns back. Infield once again. Playing it through the captain. A lovely ball played through by the skipper as the chance comes in with Leroy. Oh, a chance. Oh, just past the post.
ZIMBABWE, good poke talk there. He tried to stab the ball in the back of the net, but just going across the face of goal. But a good cross there from the far side.
Yes, Leroy there, bringing in a good-looking cross. That was the captain trying to step it home. Casimiro ZIMBABWE, but of course, it went just wide. He didn't have enough contact. He could have done a lot better, but it was only a few inches wide. Amandisha would have had no chance at all if that ball was on target.
Absolutely.
1-0 is the scoreline here. This, of course, if it ends like this, that gives the scoreline the title to Flame Lily. Nearly 4 minutes played. And Flame Lily clearing the danger. Not quite as it goes out of play. Throw in from the near side once again. Yabo Saruchera can breathe comfortably. If this was the instruction, and I would like to think so, then the players have responded fantastically well. Another header to the far side. That was the big man, of course, in the middle of the park, Kelvin Maroa. Here's another effort for Chinyama, but beaten before he gets to it. Wadi, he leaves it now for Tambiranwa, and the ball cleared away. Let's take a look at this. Oh, that was... He immediately apologized.
Good sportsmanship. He knew it. He fouled the player and he stood there and really acknowledging that he had fouled the player.
Indeed, because that was a very sensitive part of his human anatomy, and I'm glad to say he's up and about. Play will continue. Free kick to be taken here. Lloyd Nyamadzao. He once played for Black Rhinos as well. It looks like Yabo has been busy harvesting all the former Rhinos players.
And he's the one that actually introduced him in the Black Rhinos team, Lloyd Nyamadzao.
Indeed, he's a young man who was a joy to watch. It's interesting to see if he still has all his skills with him.
Of course,
Tambiranwa is the skipper to them. Tambiranwa checks one way, wide to the far side to find Leroy Ndlovu. Ndlovu gets the second bite of the cherry, right the tackle, ball played wide inside the area and cleared away in desperation. Mananga Madananga all the way back to the policemen who are knocking it around among themselves. Gurupira headed away by Nyamadzao. Nyamadzao with another clearance. One of the few youngsters who prefer to start their career playing as a defender. Lloyd Nyamadzao, ball picked up now. Baradzai Chidawana. Headed away but not quite. Tussle for possession. Flame Lily looks very direct in their approach. But of course, in terms of interpassing, there's a lot of that coming from ZRP. Ndlovu. Infield, ZIMBABWE.
I think it's a direct play purpose from Nesbitt Starchera. He doesn't want to keep the ball in his own half. He wants to keep it in the Flame Lily half, in the ZRP half, to take away the pressure from the defense.
And I think he's done the right thing, because most of the time action is on the other half. And then they are now almost in trouble again, but unfortunately, free kicks being given. That was Maroa. Ndlovu chips it through. ZIMBABWE flicks it into the center. Desperate clearance coming in, and they're doing well with Lloyd Nyamadzao, always there to save. Flame Lily now, laying it square. Piri, this is the skipper. Plays it to the near side. Will he keep it in play? He has given the ball away. Now they're coming forward. Leroy Ndlovu. Past one man, right another tackle. They're closing down on their opponents, Flame Lily. Looking very purposeful. Chinyama. Backwards to Nyamadzao. Infield as Flame Lily continue to knock the ball around with a lot of purpose. 1-0 they lead, of course. They are being very cautious. Maroa back. Infield, now ball played to the far side. Long cross will come. The keeper is off his line. Chinyama brings it in, but I think it had gone out of play. So that will be a goal kick.
Again, good cross coming in the box, and the goalkeeper not sure about what he wanted to do there.
Oh, yes, indeed, as we see fans enjoying themselves in the stands. We take another look at that cross. He was just a shed late. He would have brought in a good-looking cross, which would have been of some danger once again to ZRP. Receiver wants the ball taken from the correct position. I think the keeper thought it was an offside decision, but it wasn't. The ball had actually gone over the line. Maroa heads it away. Zireni. He hasn't really started dictating the pace. Ball played wide to the far side. Love, who can't keep the ball in play. Well, he does, but he's given away possession. Infield, Paradzai, Chidawaya. Lays it back. The Flame Lady defenders knocking it around, and this one aimed towards the goal scorer, Chinyama. Oh, he's now a victim of some tough tackling as the ball is taken away. Maroa trying an outfoot pass on the far side, but tightly monitored. It's cleared away. Mazani Tich. That's another crunch tackle. Zive right on the spot.
On top of the situation, and good to see the players quickly apologizing, knowing the action, what they've done, as we see the action once again.
Oh, you're right, because I think the atmosphere is very friendly among the players, and
I think we expect that from both of these teams. These teams come from the service department. If you look at the police and the correctional department, these are people that are very disciplined.
Very disciplined. You can say that again as the ball is headed away. Perry, the skipper, ball played forward. Another clearance by Gandari. All the way now to Mazani Tich. Nyamadzao, very skillful indeed. He can play almost anywhere upfield, but he loves playing in defense. And this one is out of play. He was looking for Ishmael Wadi, who can be a handful on his day, but Nyamadzao is keeping a tight rein on his movements as the ball comes through now to Flame Lily. There is Brighton Chandisaita, a veteran who has seen it all. Played for Rhinos for many years. He's an expert penalty taker. He's also very good with free kicks. His fitness is amazing, Spencer, given the fact that he's been around for some time. I'm talking about 34 years or so, but he plays like a young colt in the back of
I think this is the discipline I was talking about. You know, Chansaita, coming from the background of the army, really is a disciplined player, and he's managing to hold his own.
Here comes a chance now. Chandisaita again with the header. And that's a good clearance, but there's another blockade. Ball picked up in midfield. Plenty of running, and then it's played back to Lloyd Nyamadzao. Quick passing coming in from Flame Lily. They always want to do something special with the ball. Zireni taking too long to clear the ball, and it's going to be a throw-in rather from the near side. It's actually Gurupira who loses out. Gurupira, the ball clearly out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in from the near side here. 1-0. Flame Lily in the lead. Chinyama after only 3 minutes. Let's see how they take it, and a foul throw immediately by Ashma Mataya, who doesn't like the way that the throw-in was executed, so it's going to be it's going to be given to ZRP, formerly Black Mambas. Ball flicked over. Now it's back to ZRT. Tich gain to the far side. Good defensive work coming in from Edwin Mananga. All the way to the near side, Tendai Chinongo. Now in the middle of the back. This is Pride Zireni. Looks one way, then the other. Tambiranwa to the far side. Losing possession. They regain possession. ZRP Lloyd Nyamazawa watching it all the way. Lays it forward, trying to find Chinyama, who doubted once, and then for the second time, he's lost it. He can't complain because that was a good pass.
That was a good pass from Nyamazawa. Chinyama not anticipating a pass, really wanted the ball to come to his feet.
Well, I'm only realizing that this is Nyamazawa. You're also Nyamazawa. I didn't ask if you are related, are you?
No, we're not related. Coincidence.
Here's the captain, Mtambirano now. Ball picked up and Leroy loses possession. It's out of play for a throw in to Flame Lily, who are quite happy to see that happen because they know that if it stays like this, the championship is theirs and they will come into the premiership. Those fans definitely would love to see this.
And it will be the maiden dance in the premiership, and it will be a great thing for Flame Lily.
Definitely for the very first time.
They have been perennial campaigners for the last 10-15 years.
Yes, Piri, the captain, picks it up and lays it through for Chinyama. Chinyama looking dangerous. He's trying from afar. Very hey, that's a bit of ambitious
Try there from Chinyama, but who can blame him? He was given so much room and he dropped the ball. Nobody came to pick him up, and he looked up, fancied his chances.
There he is. If only he had kept the ball on a bit low, that would have given the keeper a few anxious moments. But that one has gone away as we see the fans there enjoying themselves, singing and dancing in the stadium. An expectant mood here because they know that the result here will determine where the championship ends. Zireni, Tundlovu, back again to Zireni, who seems to be operating in second gear today. Pride Zireni.
I think that goal really took them by surprise, and it took the wits out of them. Of course, playing this afternoon, Ghana's away in Bindura, we're hoping they'll also want to pick up a good victory, considering the Flame Lila leading here. It could, if it ends like this, it's a dead rubber.
That's of course Tulan Sibanda, the ZRP coach, pacing up and down. He would like to see proceedings change here so that at least they draw level. As Chirimanzi gets past one man, but then takes too long, it's cleared away. Teach will pick it up, but again, it comes back to ZRP. Kurupira, Samtoko, into the center now. Leroy, Glovo, flicks it through, but well read. It is cleared away by Edwin Madananga, all the way to Teach Mazani. ZRP trying to push forward. Chilimanzi comes in with a tackle. Madananga will clear. And all the way now to Maroa. But he's all by himself and is guided all the way back to the goalkeeper. That is Chris Berechena, beaten in the 3rd minute by Chinyama, jersey number 18. Now the policeman will restart the formula. Ball played to Teach Mazani. Took a bit long to respond and they finally kept in play. He lays it through Mtambiranwa, but again gives it away. Here's the captain, Piri. Lays it through offside. I must say if it runs for that ball, but it doesn't. And Hamandisha, Chris Berechena rather, will take it away. ZRP now trying to push forward. I think they're taking a bit long.
But you got to like the way Nesbo Sashira has come his approach toward this game this afternoon. He's congested the midfield, making it difficult for ZRP to find those openings. They are playing with 5 guys in the middle of the park.
Oh yes, 5 guys in the middle of the park. That's why they've got possession all the time. Free kick awarded by the referee, Ruzive. Premier League referee. I think it's a good thing that Division 1 is bringing in, you know, some of the best men in terms of match officiating to make sure that there is no room for error.
Absolutely.
When the final matches of the league are being played.
Absolutely, this is a big game and they don't come any bigger than this one in Division 1.
Here comes ZRP now. Again, they're not being given any breathing space. They're closing down on each other.
9 men behind the ball for Flame Lily.
Always defending very well. Ball played through now. A dummy comes in, picked up by Leroy. Good effort, but straight to the goalkeeper, Hamandisha.
That one they could have not trouble. Hamandisha, it was direct straight at him. But I must say, good. That's the only way they're being forced to take these long shots, because they're failing to play the intricate passing.
Here comes Nyama now, getting past his marker. Oh, good defending coming in from ZRP. Brilliant stuff from Gandari Nigel, as the fans once again giving a round of applause. Chinyama hit the pace, but he couldn't beat the big defender, Gandari Nigel.
He had to be at his best, but Chinyama was lacking, and it could have been a one-on-one situation with the goalkeeper.
Surely he would have given the goalkeeper no chance at all. Judging by the way he got the first goal, he was surrounded by 3 defenders plus the goalkeeper, but somehow he managed to get his head and planted the ball into an empty net. 1-0 is the scoreline. Here comes the corner now. Good one, punched away by the goalkeeper. Leroy Dovo will clear. This one headed forward once more. Desperate action now for the policeman. Finally, Tich Mazani finds support on the far side. Mtambiranwa. Chimbazwa. As they go forward, he tries to ride a tackle, fails. Throw in according to Stella Ruvinga on the far side assistant referee. Confirmation of the scoreline, 19 minutes played. Tambiranwa, the captain for the day. Sireni turning sharply, keeping the ball a bit long and finally laying it on the near side. Good control coming in from Tendai Chenongo. Tightly monitored there by Lloyd Nyamadzao. Out of play for a throw-in as these fans here enjoy themselves with the holy waters. How on earth did they manage to get in here with some beer? And that's a foul. The referee immediately blowing. That was a crude tackle.
Indeed, a crude tackle there.
I thought that the ref was going to issue a yellow card.
I think being lenient.
That was deliberate. Paradise Dawaya, very lucky to find Rusiwe in a happy mood. He didn't want to complicate matters. Good opportunity, I must say, for ZRP if they can find someone to hit it hard. Chimbadzwa is one of them. Zireni.
And Zireni can actually pack this.
Chimbadzwa's effort just flies wide of goal. Well placed, but a few inches wide.
A few inches wide. Good initiative from Chimbadzwa, but just a few inches wide. And Flemlele need to watch out in terms of conceding these free kicks, especially on the edge of the box. They could be punished.
Certainly they could be punished, as you see Hamandisha there making a desperate effort to save. It was already going away. Posted forward into enemy zone. Zireni to Leroy, who was brought down at a free kick.
Again, Flemlele now starting to concede quite a number of free kicks, and it could be a sign of defense wearing, tiring.
Indeed, indeed. They've been playing a very defensive game, and the fact that they've got a goal is really giving them some form of security. Anyway, goals for Flame Lily, and I don't think that was necessary at all. He should have controlled and played the ball in field. Throw in then to ZRP. It's taken up now by Tampiranwa. Flame Lady. Here's the captain, Tunyamadzao. Back to Piri. Tries to beat his marker but fails. Sireni took some time but lucky to get away with it. Sireni showing off some skills here. His team is down by 1-0. Ball played forward. Tambiranwa. That's Chimbadzwa. Chimbadzwa wins it in the end. Chimbadzwa inside the area, danger here, Leroy. But again, it's headed away. Picked up by Piri, the captain, to the far side. Madananga still in possession. 22 minutes played, 1-0 is the scoreline. And this one all the way back to the goalkeeper. That's Chris Berechena. As you hear in the background, the Flame Lily fans bursting into their anthem. And that was a Lone Ranger watching this game intently. Could be a relative or a friend is playing. Chinongo with a throw-in. Get it away by Nyamatao. Picked up in midfield, but again back to Flame Lily. The correctional masters holding fort as we see the confirmation of the scoreline, 1-0. They lead. Leroy has been very active indeed, I must say. Right, the tackle brought down, free kick according to Rizia.
Indeed, it was a free kick, and Leroy very active, like the referee said. He's been involved in most of the play. There we see him being tackled by the captain there. And again, the captain lucky not to have gotten a caution there.
Yeah, Rizia trying to let this game flow and see if we can get something to shout home about. Maroa, a good control by Maroa. Even the person trying to find his teammate there. Now ZRP knocking it around. Leroy Ndlovu, Zireni. Now they come back with Chilimanzi. Zireni once more. Looks upfield. Plays it short. Finds support now from Wadi. Ishmael Wadi. Zireni. That goes wide.
Couldn't get on the volley. Part of the crowd watching the game here at Morris Depot.
Yes, it's a family game. As you can see that people bringing in their wives and children to enjoy themselves. A sizable crowd, I must say, for Division 1 football.
It's the magnitude of the game. I mean, that's why you see quite a number of people coming towards the game.
Some interesting faces as well. Wilfred Mkuna and Mr. Marange, the match commissioner. Wilfred Mkuna, by the way, to those of you not used to him, is a top-class referee. He's now a CAF and FIFA match commissioner. Maroa has just taken the ball away, plays it to Chinyama, inside the area, over the bar.
Good effort there from Chinyama to track his shot, and again, ZRP caught napping. Managed to really get out of this one here. They could have been punished by Chinyama, but a good effort.
Good effort indeed, and Maroa did very well to find Chinyama. Chinyama picking up the ball into the box, and his shot was rising. That could have been a second goal for Flame Lily. And again, they've just given away possession, but this was careless.
I think the goalkeeper, he needs to get in the game. He's one person who's not in the game.
And I think he's actually encouraging the opponents to take shots from afar. They don't
even
respect them.
Some of the players are not happy with the goalkeeper.
Yes, some of the fans giving us the noise and enthusiasm here at Morris Depot. ZRP taking on Flame Lily. Flame Lily, of course, the correctional services team, coached by Nisbet Saruchera, a former youth international as well as Zimbabwe international, played for Black Rhinos in their best years. Nisbet Saruchera now set to come back into the Premiership with Flame Lily.
Of course, he had a dance with Black Rhinos. Didn't do quite well with Black Rhinos. In fact, they didn't give him so much time, and they quickly fired him before he settled in.
Yes, indeed. Of course, as a coach, you always go through these. These are what I would call the occupational hazards of a coach. The cross is coming in. Played well by Chimbadzwa, but nobody home. And Leroy could not keep the ball in play. Throw in taken by Flame Lily now. All the way back to Brighton Chandisaita. Keeping a tight rein on the movements of all the strikers and making sure there's a tidy job done at the back. Flame Lily picking up possession now. Good defensive work by Gandari Nigel. Now going forward on the far side. Gandari checks in field. Finds Chimbadzwa. Playing it to the near side here. Bit tricky for the intended target. And Leroy now inside the area. Oh, he tried his luck. Failed. Now Flame Lily can come away. Here is Perry Gift. Dummies one way. Finally finding Madananga. Madananga now looks one way. Back to the captain. Flame Lily going forward with the captain. Danger here for ZRP. Chinyama, past one man. Brings in an early cross. Maroa has got possession. Chinyama calling for it. A bit too far, but keeps the ball in play. Oh, this Nyama boy is a real handful as the ball is played through. The goalkeeper, oh no! And again a tussle for possession. Referee says play on, it is scrambled away. My word, that was close. That was close. And it's out of play.
That was close pressure. Flame Lily piling on the pressure. I think if I was the ZRP coach, I would talk to the goalkeeper because he seems not to be in the game. That was the easy ball to deal with, but I don't know what he tried to do with that ball.
Well, I've watched Chris Berechena quite a number of times. He's a normal, very dependable goalkeeper, but today there's something certainly wrong with it. He's probably not fired up. Now Flame Lily. Madananga trying a shot from afar. Chinyama. The Benjamin. He goes forward. It is Chiragwi rather. It's headed away and picked up. Back to Chiragwi, formerly of United, ball played on the far side and again stopped in his tracks. This is Pride Zireni. Guiding it backwards, turning one way then the other. Before playing it to Teach Mazani. Zireni once again. Chipping it through to Ndofo. Right on the halfway line, beating his marker as they go forward now. Tendai Chinungo. Back again. Chimbadzwa. Will he ride that tackle? Tries to come through, but then there are too many green shirts around him. As we take a look at the cross that created all the mayhem. Well, he mistimed his effort badly. And the defender did well, and I think they should have been given a free kick.
A handball?
Yeah, because that was a handball, so the free kick should have been played to them. And here come now ZRP. Always, they take time in dispatching. Well, the noise in the background is, of course, Saruchera is warming up two of his players out of your picture. Lloyd Nyamadzao. Nyamadzao, fleet-footed young defender. Good tackle coming in from Gurupira on Maroa. Pride Zireni picks up possession now for ZRP. Lays it through. Standing captain wide to the far side. Teach Mazani. Leroy infield to the near side here. Wadi. Long ball forward, but Chandisaida is in the way. Chested down by Chinyama. Slips and is taken away from him. Leroy. Dovu. And shepherded off the line.
Good experience there. Chinyama just shepherding Leroy off the ball there. And Nesbo Sarcheran not happy with his defense, wanting them to maybe pass the ball instead of putting the ball forward.
But Nyama going back to his position, the job is done. He's showing a good footballing brain as Hamandisha prepares to play the ball downfield. 31 minutes, just under 15 minutes left of play. In the first 45 minutes, of course. Here is Ishmael Wadi for ZRP. He cannot get past Nyamadzao. And it's going to be a throw in to Flame Lily. Nyamadzao to take it. 1-0, Flame Lily in the lead. Here is Piri. Piri the captain. Still in possession. And it's out of play. Throw in once again to Flame Lily.
Good fancy footwork from Piri, but I think he's still dilly-dallying. It's still early days. He needs to play purposeful football.
Yeah, as we see in the stands there, familiar faces. Charles Mabika, Desmond Maringwa, Mr. Manyengawana, and of course Desmond Ali. These are people heavily involved in football. Charles Mabika, well, he is our anchor. You will be seeing him at half time.
Of course, Desmond Marimba doing a great job with the Footballers Union of Zimbabwe. Together with Paul Gundani.
I know he's getting very unpopular with some team managers. But I think with the likes of old dude Kumede complaining, that's a clear sign that he's doing a good job with Paul Gundani.
They are doing a good job, and I mean, some of these players, they are not being given the signing on fees. Their contracts are not being properly followed. So I think we've got an association that is there to look after players.
Oh, certainly indeed. And they have to be uploaded because these players need a life. That life comes from playing football. So,
and Stanley, we tend to laugh at these players saying they've got nothing, and yet it's the teams that are not really looking after them well.
Yes, indeed, and they try to keep it under wraps because they don't want to, give a bad name to their teams. But then some people are taking advantage. But back to football now. ZRP trying to go forward. It's taken away from them. Dangerous tackle. Free kick now to ZRP. Tish Mazani will definitely take this one. That's his area, wearing just number 10. As we take a look there at the tackle, well, it looked 50-50. But the ref, of course, is in charge. Chimbad's got wide to the far side to Ndlovu. Will he bring in the cross? It comes in and straightly into the hands of Amandishe, who plays it down. Looking for Maroa, beaten clean, picked up by Zireni. Zireni now pushing forward. There he is, finding his captain. The back heel comes in, Zireni. Zireni now lays it to the near side. Wadi. Will he bring in a good cross? Rise the tackle. Wadi. Queuing up a shot! It just over the bar.
What a good shot there from Wadi.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Took two defenders on and he looked at the goalkeeper and looked at the goalpost and took a shot. And it was a great shot, Stanley.
Oh, indeed, he's a bit unlucky. That would have been a spectacular effort. Take a look at this. Beats one marker. He let fly a thunderbolt.
He was going for the top corner.
That would have been a fantastic goal for the young man. You can watch this over and over again without getting bored. The only thing frustrating is that it didn't go into the back of the net.
And it's a clear sign that ZRP have not thrown in the towel.
They
are playing this game. They want to also get a result out of this.
Certainly they would like a good result and finish the season with a flourish. As the ball is taken now. Good play by ZRP. Kurupira clips it downfield, long effort, looking for his captain. It's headed downwards, and it's out of play. Throw in to Flame Lily. These fans are in agreement with the referee. As you see the man in an orange top nodding his head in agreement. Nigel Kanyani. Results update 0-0. Bindura United versus Yada Gunners. If it stays like this, then Flame Lily are champions. Well, it's still a long way to go. As you see, fans enjoying themselves. Flame Lily fans, I think I can tell by the colors that they're wearing.
That's the beauty of football.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. You can do whatever you want to do for as long as it's legal. Here comes the cross now. Chinyama beaten clean, and it's out on the near side here. Flame Lily, one thing about them is that whenever they go forward, Spencer, they're very dangerous.
They are very dangerous, and they're really putting ZRP on the back foot. Every time they go forward, they're threatening the goal.
Especially with their long passes. You know, they're playing long searching balls, and it finds most of the defenders out of their positions, and that's how they make it difficult.
It's because they're playing a counter-attack game where they're congested in the own half, trying to catch ZRP on the counter. And it's working well for them.
Very well indeed. Nyamadzao. Nyamadzao now gets the second bite of cherry, but that one straight back to the goalkeeper, Chris Verechena, as the ball is played downfield. Jandisaita making sure that the ball is cleared. Picked up now by Wadi, who is brought down, and a free kick.
And good ball control from Wadi to bring that ball right to a dead.
Yeah, a number of players in the team here. Look at that. He tried to ride a tackle, but then Nyamadzao brought him down. And I must say that the standard of football we're seeing today is comparable to what we see, week in, week out in the Premiership, because these players, they've got the experience, some of them highly gifted, and you can hardly tell the difference between Division 1 and the Premiership, Spencer.
Absolutely, watching this game, really, this guy's got skill, good ball control, good vision, and a lot of passing between the players.
Yes, indeed, as Leroy beats a marker, the shot comes in, commotion there, and finally, Madananga will clear. All the way looking for Maroa, who heads it in one direction, but tightly monitored there as Zireni will take it. Zireni is quite content in coming up with a few tricks here and there, but Zinyama rather will go through. He's brought down.
So we should see the first yellow card of the day.
I'm sure. Mr. Gurufira into the referee's book.
That's getting one for the team.
Yeah,
he knows the danger of what was going to be.
Sam Joko had to do it, and those fans there in disapproval. They were expecting a goal because Chinyama is a tricky customer. He beats his marker, and Gurufira made sure he's not going anywhere.
It was going to be a one-on-one situation. He had to take one for the team there.
Cleared away by ZRP. Doesn't get very far. Picked up now to the far side. Good distribution coming in from Effort Kapei. Here it comes now. He was trying to find Maroa, too short. ZRP now pushing forward. Tich, it's Pride Zireni. Lays it short to Leroy. Zireni wasn't expecting it. He beats one man but doesn't get very far. Taken away by the captain as Flame Lily attack once more. Two players are running into the box, Chinyama and company, and he's headed away. Now ZRP can come away. Tambiranma to the near side, finding Ismail Wadi. He has got the pace and the skill. Wadi right the tackle, beating up Brighton Chandisaida was good, but then is cleared away. Cleared away there by Effort Kapei. Those fans enjoying every minute of it.
Of course, it's nerve-wracking. You see fans have to take a sip of a drink, a sip of water to cool down the nerves.
Indeed. As Flame Lily come away once again with their captain, Perry. Gift Perry. Right the tackle. Perry is a tricky customer. He finds support on the far side. Maroa brings in a good-looking cross. Chinyama controls it well, edge of the area. Will he keep the ball in play? Yes, he does. Turns one way. Now, right, a step over, beats him marker. Well, that was feeble. And this one will come to the rear side and finally cleared away. ZRP leaving very dangerously. Nyamadzao has taken it away. Lays it in field. Guided to the far side. Flame Lily. And to the near side here. Chinyama now. Oh, he's having lots of space. The cross will come. The goalkeeper lost it, but it goes wide again.
Good cross there from Chinyama, and the fans really loving the action that's happening here at Morris Depot. But I must say, Chinyama, it's been a revelation. It's been full of running, full of those good crosses inside the box.
Chinyama very creative, very purposeful indeed. There he is, bringing in a good-looking cross, and the goalkeeper, well, I thought he was going to make a spectacular save, but straight into the legs of the captain, and luckily for him it was wide as Nyamadzao plays it forward. Comes back to him, but claiming that he was pushed. Perry loses possession. Nyamadzao gives it away. Throw into ZRP now, who are being forced to make some desperate defensive action here from time to time by the correctional masters. Scoreline 1-0, nearly 42 minutes. 3 minutes of regulation time, plus of course any optional time that 0-0 the referee will add on. Gurupira, the only player to be yellow carded, picks up possession, but I must say he had a fantastic first 45 minutes. As the ball is picked up now by Chirimanzi, playing it wide on the far side. It's Tambiranwa. Will he get anywhere? But no, he doesn't. Good marking. Tekshua Chiragwi. Played as a left back at Caps United, now playing in a different position. Chiragwi on the left-hand side, lays it through. The idea was right, but well read by Nigel Gandari. Here it comes again. Badananga will pick it up for Flame Lily. Looks up, waits for players to come as the cross will come, and finally cleared away. Tendai Chinungo is having a torrid time to keep a rein in of tight rein over the movements of Chinyama. Captain trying to set up a run with his co-striker, and this one played into touch. Chinyama to take a throw, but it looks like he will leave it for Lloyd Nyamadzao out of the picture. Now he comes up. Lloyd Nyamadzao in a 1-0 setup. Nyamadzao in possession. Nyamadzao plays it long into the area. Chiragwi brings it back early. Maroa, the shot, but the tackle comes in. It's a timely one. Chiragwi still onside on the far side. Tekshua brings it inside the area. The header by Nyamadzao. First time effort, straight to the goalkeeper.
Good first time effort by Maroa, but then straight to the goalkeeper. But Stanley, Flame Lily, every time they come forward, they're piling on the pressure.
They're looking very fluid up front. They may struggle in making a colorful defensive play, but whenever they come forward, they are looking very dangerous indeed. As the ball is taken up now, a dummy there, but well read by Nyamadzao, who plays it all the way back to Amandishe. He hasn't really been tested, Amandishe, I must say.
You've got to give credit to the Flame Lily defense. Of course, the defensive midfielder for Flame Lily doing a great job. That the Parazai Chandawara doing a very great job in the middle of the park.
Oh, yes, indeed. They're covering it for each other very well. Breton Jansaita alongside Effort Kapei. Those are the two centre-backs. And Yabo Saruchera, the man in charge, must be happy going into half-time.
He's got 1 foot in the Premiership.
He certainly has, and he will speak glowingly about his first 45 minutes. That's where he has to be very careful. Tell the players that the first 45 minutes was another game. We are taking on a different second 45 minutes. Anything can happen.
Absolutely. I don't want to be in his shoes. I can imagine what he's going through. He must be wishing if this game could come to an end now.
That, of course, would have been a good thing for him. Given the scoreline that's in Bindura, 0-0, it certainly would have been a good last few minutes for Saruchera. But the game is still on. Benjamin Chirimanzi. Chirimanzi taking time to release the ball. Finally finds support on the far side. Back to Chirimanzi. Infield. Well, ZRP quite content in knocking the ball around among themselves without threatening the opponent. Chirimanzi in particular loves keeping possession. It's cleared away by Flame Lily. Maroa is a handful. He's big and strong, and he comes in with these forceful moves. He reminds me of John Fashion.
I think he's playing a good, very role. He's the lone striker and holding the ball well for the upcoming midfielder for likes of Piri and Chinyama.
Oh, yes, indeed. Chiragwi now playing the ball upfield, and here it comes back into midfield. Paradise Dawaya. And it's taken away by Tich Mazani. All the way to Brighton Chandisaita, who heads it back to his goalkeeper. And the referee, Ruzive, blows to end the first 45 minutes here. The first 45 minutes, that was very difficult for ZRP, but these fans are happy to be seeing their team lead by 1-0. Surprisingly, Flame Lily is the away team, but they are quite popular, Spencer. And confirmation of the halftime scoreline, 1-0. Flame Lily in the lead. And your thoughts of the first 45 minutes?
Really a great first half of action, really action swinging from one end to the other. I was really impressed by Flame Lily, especially Nesbitt Sereshera's approach towards the game. He's playing a 4-5-1 formation. Of course, players that really impressed me, Give Piri, the captain, Maroa, holding up front, as well as Chinyama, doing well for Flame Lily. Chansite at the back, he held the experience coming in, managing to read the defense. For ZRP, I've been impressed by the captain Chimbadzwa, as well as Pral Zireni. He started off a cold game, but started getting into action, as well as Leroy, wearing jersey number 13, is doing quite a great work in terms of driving the play. But a good first half, Stanley, good action here at Morris Depot.
Yes, indeed, a fantastic game at Morris Depot. In a moment or two, we should be going down to the touchline and hear what Charles experts, that's Begin Pilonyon and Tondra Indiraya, will have to say about the first 45 minutes. But of course, I do agree with you, and even these fans here will agree with us that Flame Lily played a very cautious, calculated game, so that at the end of the day, they ended with a 1-0 lead going into the first 45 minutes. And we'll be, getting the cue very soon as we look at those fans again, showing that they are looking very happy and enjoying themselves in this encounter. As I said earlier, there's very little difference between Premier League football and Division 1 in this country.
Absolutely, very little difference. I mean, if you're watching at the quality of play we're watching this afternoon, ZRP taking on Flame Lily. Good quality action we are watching this afternoon.
Yes, indeed. As we'll try now to go down to the touchline where Charles Mabika is with Bekin Pilonyoni and Tonderai Ndirai. Over to you, Charles.
Halftime at Morris Depot, and it's a thriller, you will agree with me. It's ZRP Football Club, Bataimunu nil. Flame Lily, the Correctional Masters, 1, and a very early goal after 2 minutes coming from Prosper Chinyama. Chinyama, some of you might be wondering, yes, he is the younger brother, remember, of Heavens Chinyama. Yes, used to play for Black Rhinos, then he had a short stint at Highlanders. So Flame Lily really just keeping the pedal on the accelerator. It's not looking good. If you are a Yada Ghana supporter, not looking good at all, because in Bindura, it's Bindura United nil, Yada Ghana's nil. Remember, Flame Lily at the West, they need a draw, but right now they are leading by 1-0. Bekin Pilonyoni and Tonderai Ndirai are still here at Morris Depot, and so I suppose maybe a crowd of perhaps 2,000 to 3,000 really enjoying this. Becky, a very early goal indeed, and the Flame Lily coach Nesbet Yabo Saruchera has done well to preserve that 1-0 lead.
Yes, a very early goal from Flame Lily, and they've made sure that after scoring the goal, they have to defend as much as they can, because from the link, every time when they lose the ball, you see them running back to make sure that they reorganize as much as they can. And so far, I think they have done very well. And as for Mambas, they have been playing very well, very good football. They always say you should make 2 decisions, either one decision whether to entertain and fail to get the championship, or you play just football which is not entertaining, but you grant the result, and that's exactly what Flame Lily is doing.
Well, ZRP, they are no longer called Mambas. Yes, they are the team that used to be called Black Mambas. They are now just ZRP Football Club. And you must be wondering, this is the World Navy Northern Region. I was thinking that there were a couple of dollars that I could help myself to, but there's nothing yet so far. But this is the cup. If it ends like this, that means Flame Lily will take this cup here back to Chikurubi, where their headquarters are. And I'm sure right now, Comrade Kennedy Zimondi, the director of the Zimbabwe Prison Services, I'm sure he's watching this game, and he would dearly love his lads to win the World Navy Northern Region Division 1 title. If you didn't know, the Southern Region title has already been won by a team called Cholocho Football Club. The Central Region Division 1 title has already been won by a club that is nicknamed Chekerapasi Wahwa Football Club. They are coached by Luke Jukulele, remember, the Midlands Destroyer. And the Eastern Region Division 1 is also going to be decided this weekend. It could be Buffalo Junior, it could be Eastern Lions, just like we don't know. Will it be Flame Lily or will it be Yada Gunners? Well, Stanza. I must say, ZRP Football Club, if the truth be told, they have been the better team in this first 45 minutes. Never mind how Yabo has preserved that 1-0 lead, but ZRP playing some fantastic football.
Some fantastic football, Charles. I agree. They've conceded a silly goal, which I thought if they had communicated well, the 2 central defenders and the goalkeeper, they could have avoided that goal. But even after that, they started to play well. Very good build-ups from the back, but they are coming short in attack. They are not very effective when they get into dangerous positions. So they've got only Casimiro Chimbadzwa up front, and he's lacking support. The guys who are coming from midfield, who are supposed to be supporting him, are coming late. So I guess probably they are enjoying playing, knocking the ball around, and at the end of the day, forgetting that they need to score. They've tried, most of the time to penetrate through the center, but it has not been working. So probably they should have changed and perhaps used their wings like what Flame Lily have done. They've done a good job. They've defended very well, but all the same, they are also coming out in attack and with some very effective raids. So they've got some few crosses into the box, which you want to see from ZRP, because they go down, they need to get back into the game and score some goals, but it's not been happening. So my own feeling is that probably Flame Lily might get a second one. I think in terms of chances, we've seen a lot of chances from Flame Lily. The keeper saved, I think, about 2-3 goals which should have gone in. So in terms of effectiveness, I think Flame Lily are way ahead of ZRP. ZRP should come back and do some more. They should come back and think of scoring, not entertaining the crowd here. And yeah, they need to score goals.
Yes, ZRP definitely. Stanza couldn't have put it more aptly. They are entertaining the crowd, giving us some wonderful football, but it's getting the goal that matters. And Flame Lily, the correctional masters, have done that. 1-0 they've got the goal. Yes, some youngsters here not aware that they are coming out of the picture. Well, maybe he's probably said, "Mommy, you're going to see me on TV sometime." I don't know whether, Mommy, you recognize the youngster. I think you could just pick out the head. So if you're just joining us, we are here at Morris Depot for this crucial, very enticing last game of the season to decide who wins the World Navi Northern Region Division 1 title. Flame Lily are leading ZRP. ZRP the hosts, nil. Flame Lily 1. And in the other game that could decide it, it's not looking good for Yada Gunners, who are being held by Bindura United to a goalless draw. Now, Becky, they say wine matures with age. You've probably heard of that. And I must say, in the case of 3 notable Flame Lily players, goalkeeper Enmo Hamandishe, you will remember, some of you might remember, former Zimbabwe Saints goalkeeper, former Dynamo's goalkeeper. Hey, back in the early 90s, hey, he is the one in goal for Flame Lily. Lloyd Nyamadzao and Brighton Chandisaita are the twin center backs for Flame Lily. They've seen it all. And Becky, listen, they are playing their hearts out.
They are playing their hearts out. I think experience is really counting, and it has helped the Flame Lily to be where they are, because especially in defense, the way they organize themselves in defense is well matched out by Chandisaita, and they have been managing to make sure they contain as much as they can. I think we are seeing this where experience is counting, and already I think even if we look at Premier League, we have people like Limited Chikafa. He has done extremely well. And
David Kuchkauripo,
yes, they've made it as soccer stars. That's a sign that when you have got experience, you can use it to your advantage and you get something, and that's exactly what has happened. But I think in terms of organization, Flame Lily have done very well. What they need to do maybe the first 15 minutes is try to exploit from their wings, to have their wingers improving in their crosses, and also the guys who are attacking the goal, that's the central striker and the one who is coming behind him. They need to position themselves in maybe first 15 minutes, try to get a second goal and kill this game and as a contest, so that their fans can start celebrating, saying 2015 Premier League will be with you.
Yes. Well, I can tell you that the Flame Lily fans are all over the stands. They have been singing and chanting, and we've been enjoying the dances. I'm sure our brilliant camera guys gave you some pictures of the Flame Lily supporters really enjoying themselves here. Is it going to be their day? That is the big question that we want to find out. Yes, if you're just joining us, this is the crucial one. Flame Lily, can they do it today? This is the cup. And you're wondering, yes, we did ask Willard Manyengavana and his Secretary General Swin Mushonga to ask what happens if Flame Lily lose and Gunners win. And they said, well, we will just have to stop the procession and give this cup to Gunners maybe on a Monday or on a Friday at a special ceremony. But from the way it's going, it looks like this cup, this little beautiful baby here, looks like making its way into the strong room at Chikurubi, the headquarters of Flame Lily. Now, Stanza, we know that ZRP really haven't got anything to fight for. They've been playing some wonderful football. Do you see them getting back into this game?
Charles, to be quite honest, Flame Lily are known to preserve what they have. And if you look at the
Anupaka bus.
Anupaga Baz, and they really defend well. They got a go, and I saw one of their players giving a signal that the match is over.
All right, I'll have to butt in there, Stanza. The match is not over. We are just restarting the game. This is the second half. We'll be talking to you after the 90 are up. Right now, let's cross back to Stanley Katsande and Spencer Nyamadzao.
Well, thank you, Charles. It certainly has been a very good-looking first 45 minutes, and I would like to see if the second half will be as good as the first. But of course, Flame Lily are not worried about the complexion of play, but they are worried about the scoreline. And of course, ZRP with their star player there, Pride Zireni. He has been doing a good job alongside Nigel Ganyani. Those two big defenders. Well, Zireni plays as an anchorman, and Nigel Ganyani 25 plays as the last man in defense. You hear in the background fans trying to inject some enthusiasm into the team. There is Nigel Ganyani, who is preparing to do duty for ZRP. And the main thing, of course, for them will be to hold on until the final 90 minutes are over. And like Charles was saying, it's not over until the Fat Lady sings. Let's wait and see if they can change the complexion of the game. The last we heard from Bindura, it was 0-0. That's of course Yada Gunners are there being hosted by Bindura. And if it stays like that, then well, it will be for Flame Lily. And Flame Lily, of course, have got destiny in their hands, because a victory for them, then they're not worried about what happens in Bindura.
True, Stanley. All they just need to do is do their own business.
They'll do their own business, and
looks like they are doing their own business.
Certainly they've done that in the first 45 minutes. In the last 45 minutes, of course, as we see there, Chris Berechena. No, this is Hamandishe. He hasn't been given a real test. We haven't seen the best of him. But of course, these fans have seen the best of the first 45 minutes. They are ready for the second half. Ruziwe just making sure that he's got a full complement on either side of 11 men before getting us underway. Yes, he does. As a Flame Lily now play from right to left, and ZRP from left to right. Chiragui brought down. Ref says play on. Chiragui with the second bite of the cherry, and it's out of play. Confirmation of the scoreline to those of you joining us. 1-0 to Flame Lily. We've just started the second half. Long throw forward. Maroa couldn't control and is cleared away. Badananga, Piri. Piri gets the ball back to Chiragui now. Tekshua Chiragui. Oh, plays a good-looking ball, punched away emphatically by the goalkeeper, and he tries to play a first-time effort. Well, his captain player thought it was going out. Poor control by Maroa, and he gives away possession. ZRP now coming forward. Leroy Ndlovu rides the tackle. He falls. Oh, that was Wadi rather. He's brought down. Free kick. That was a careless tackle there coming in from Paradise Dawaya. Well, he will turn around and say because he was falling, he couldn't make way for the advancing striker.
And it becomes the first player from Flamley to be booked. One just hopes Leroy is not badly injured. He can get to pick himself up and continue playing the game.
Yes, indeed. As the ref prepares to, well, he's actually checking down the name of the concerned player. Lloyd Nyamadzao, it must be. Ruziwe keeping a tight rein of movements here in the second half. 1-0, Flame Lily in control. Ismail Wadi could be brought down, but I'm glad to say that he's managing to carry himself around. He should be able to come back and continue with this game here. It's Paradise Chidawaya, who has been shown the yellow card, jersey number 23, of course, as the kick comes in now. Flame Lily defending. They pick it up now, wide to the far side, but again taken away. Here comes the captain, Chimbadzwa. They're playing it backwards. And again, Chidawaya looking for Chiragwi. And finally it's out of play for a throw in. Long throw forward. Chidawaya. Back to Nyamadzao. Nyamadzao will flick it through. Good control by Maroa. Back to him. Maroa beats his man on the ground. Back again to the far side. Good looking cross comes in. The goalkeeper with a showy piece of goalkeeping, and that's how he's been dropping some of these crucial crosses. But on that occasion, he got it right, and it looks very fantastic.
Yes, when you get it right, it will look fantastic. But when you get it wrong, it looks horrible. But a showy goalkeeping there from
Chris Berechena. Now it's going to be a throw-in on the near side here. Being taken, Edwin Mananga. On the far side, and that one goes out of play. That, of course, will be a goal kick to be taken by the ZRP or Black Mambas goalkeeper, Chris Berechena. Berechena's long effort forward. Into the center, headed forward once again. Flame Lily fighting for every loose ball. Finally guided back to Nigel Kandari. Kandari lays it short. Tich Mazani on the near side. Clips it through, trying to set up a run with one of his players, and again stopped in his tracks. I think near side assistant referee sees an infringement, and that will be a free kick to be taken there by Effort Kopevi. Kopevi, one of the centre backs playing alongside Brighton Chandisaita, clips it long, headed on there by Maroa. Looking for Zinyama. Chinyama stumbles once, and then Chidawaya wise to the far side, clipped into the center. Ball headed in the wrong direction. Gurupira makes sure it's safe. Finally, they tried to bring it to Zireni, but he couldn't control. ZRP desperately trying to come back to level terms here. But remember, Flame Lily, all they need is a goal, is a point rather. Because if they pick up a point, they'll have gone beyond the reach of Yada Gunners, who are playing in Bindura. As we see here, Pride Zereni committing a foul on Chinyama. He gets a yellow card. Now, the way these yellow cards are being flashed around, I can see one player being shown a red card, because we now have a number of players with yellow cards.
Sitting on yellow cards, really, yes. Indeed, the play is starting to get scrappy, and people are starting to pick up unnecessary yellow card. We wouldn't want a team to finish off with less men due to a second bookable offense.
Yes, indeed, and they all have to be very careful. Zireni plays as an anchor man, and it involves a lot of tackles, and for him to get it right every time in the game is going to be very difficult. If Tulani Spanda had a substitute, he might have to find someone to do the job, or even push him upfield, and then someone else plays in that position. Madananga past one man. Madananga trying to weave his way. It's easily taken away from him. Now it comes to Leroy Ndlovu. Tightly monitored.
Blocking foul.
Chidawaya sitting on a yellow card. He
needs to be careful himself too.
He has to be very easy. Took his hand across an opponent. Well, it looked 50-50 to me, but Ruzua is in charge. Good clearance there. Zireni to Leroy Ndlovu, riding a tackle, tries a third but fails. He's brought down. The ref says free kick. He's certainly a handful, this boy here, Leroy Ndlovu. Whenever he's got the ball, he really is a master dribbler. There he is. If they had given him the chance, he would have beaten the third man. Piri. Good play there. All the way to Lloyd Nyamadzao. Forward again, looking for Maroa. Maroa needs a bit of space. He finds it, finding the captain, Piri. Piri rides the tackle, lays it wide on the far side. Brilliant. And the ball, Chinyama. Oh dear.
I thought Chinyama should have squared the ball across the face of goal. He had one player lurking there. That was number 20.
Chiragwi.
Yes.
But then he went for glory. But the decision by the captain, Piri, to lay it wide to the far side, that, if it had gone in, would have been a master stroke. I don't know why he hurried his effort. He could have damaged the player who was coming through and then centered beautifully for whoever was in the center.
And ZRP away from a picture, about to make a substitute. That's a player wearing jersey number 19.
Did they supply 19? Yes, it's Mhlanga. Ashton Mhlanga
Coming in
set to come in.
for Leroy Ndlovu. I'm not too sure if it was the injured-inspired substitution when he took the knock at that time, because Leroy Ndlovu was full of running, especially in the middle of the park.
Indeed, it could be that, look, he's been picking up a few knocks and he's trying to protect his player. But he's one of the players who was exciting us here at Morris Depot. 1-0, Flame Lily still in the lead. Here they come now. Oh, Chinyama riding the tackles. He's got good control, but then the tackle comes in, edge of the area, Maroa! And he blazes it wide.
Again, Maroa in an acute angle. He should have played the ball across the face of goal, and there are 2-3 green shirts anticipating that ball, but he wanted to go for glory.
But I like the way he creates space for himself. Maroa is full of running. He runs into space. Oh, he didn't wrap his foot around it properly. He miscued it, so that will be a goal kick. But, you know, Maroa, he reminds me of this Burkina Faso player, Banse, who played at the 2012 Africa Cup of Nations in South Africa. You know, he looks clumsy.
Yes, with the funny
effective
hairstyle.
Yes.
He looked clumsy, full of running, holding the ball possession.
But very, very effective indeed.
Also reminds me of our local premiership with the likes of Nyasham Shekwi. He played a very great role in terms of holding the ball.
Yes, indeed. As ZRP come up once again, it's Flame Lily as the cross comes in, is taken away, out of play for goal kick. Throw-in rather. Leroy Ndlovu substituted. In comes Ashton Mhlanga. Confirmation of that substitution. Chiragwi, not a very good cross. Now it comes into the center, played wide. Chinyama, full of tricks. Chinyama, they have to keep a tight rein on his movements on the far side. Maroa, he will always go for all these loose balls. Finally taken away. Gurupira, the little man running around. Benjamin Chilimanzi, making sure he links up play to everyone. Wadi, Chilimanzi, beaten clean. Chiragwi takes over now for Flame Lily. Chiragwi squares the ball forward, and it was good play. Will he keep the ball in play? Oh no, he can't.
Can't keep the ball in play, but good play from the captain. He tried to put the ball across to look for Chinyama. Unfortunately, it was too long.
He wasn't expecting it at all, and he only went through as a second, you know, on second thoughts. It took a number of deflections, and finally Chinyama tried to keep the ball in play, but it didn't work out. Chich Mazani exchanging passes with Wadi. Forward, headed away by Flame Lily. Now it comes to the near side. Madananga into the center. Piri with a dummy. Maroa flicks it through, but picked up now by ZRP. Chich Mazani. Zireni thwarted, and in the end, well, it stays in play. Piri, Chiragwi, Flame Lily showing a lot of purpose, and in the end it's charged down. It's out for a throw-in on the near side. Throw-in to Flame Lily, and the drums are sounding louder and louder. Flame Lily fans anticipating victory.
They can see the dream. The dream is about to come true. Flame Lily just a few minutes away from booking the maiden date in the Premiership.
Yes, indeed, if it happens, it will certainly be something good for the Correctional Masters. Their captain picks up possession now. Piri Gift is going forward. Chiragwi did not follow up.
I think Chiragwi was not on the same wavelength with the Piri, but Piri making some good in-runs, and Chiragwi should have been anticipating that ball there, but it was a good pass there, but Chiragwi not expecting it.
Yes, indeed, not on the same page, as you quite rightly say. ZRP now coming forward, still down by 1-0. Good play, Ashton Mhlanga, but again, Chidawaya will stop them. He's looking for Chinyama, the dangerous Chinyama, goal scorer, who scored in the 3rd minute. It sounds like a long time ago now. Maroa for a moment stumbled. Chinyama still in possession and tightly monitored this time around. Chidawaya, good chest down. He's playing a very good job in front of the back four. Chidawaya.
He has protected them very well. He has done a good job in terms of keeping shape in that middle of the park.
Certainly he does, as Madananga looks for his captain. Another one to talk about whenever this match is going to be discussed. Ashton Mhlanga, tightly monitored there by Lord Nyamadzao, but he was fouling the Flame Lily player. Free kick has just been awarded to Flame Lily by Ruziwe, that man in the picture, and a substitution will be coming through for Flame Lily. Nisbet Yabo Saruchera. There is yes, it looks like number 40. That's Motion Muponda. Motion Muponda is set to come on. It's yet to be confirmed. It's actually 41. Let's see the substitution take place, and Kwenya will soon come on. Well, I was talking to the referees just to find out if they do have a 4th match official. They don't have one today, so the near side assistant referee will have to do the honors. Ashma Mataya is doing that for us this afternoon.
But these are small things that the league should take care of. I mean, this is the 2nd tier of football. I mean, surely to have a 4th official, I don't think it's anything to stress with.
Yes, and they've made a substitution. Out goes Kevin Marova. He comes off. Nisbet Saruchera taken off. His lead striker, and bringing in another one. Peter Ngwenya comes on. Can you interpret that for us, Spencer? What does it mean?
Well, I think he done the job of holding the play, holding up and running, keeping pressure on ZRP. So he needs a fresh pair of legs to continue doing the same thing.
Yes, indeed. I think he wants the ZRP outfit to be in defensive mode by making sure that a fresh pair of legs will keep the pressure on. As they lead by 1-0 here. Flame Lily very safe indeed, because they can still concede. Here comes Chinyama, the shot will come. That one taken away by Chris Berachena.
And news just trickling in. Yada are leading 2-0 away to Bindura.
Oh yes, 2-0 as they lead. That certainly is a good scoreline for Yada Gunners. But they could be unfortunate as Nyamadzao plays it now. Here comes the captain. Chinyama chested down well. He's been the outstanding player for me for Flame Lily. Gurupira was also uncompromising in defense, picked up a yellow card for some overzealous attention on Chinyama himself, and he's just played the ball into touch for a throw-in, which will be taken by Flame Lily.
So Stanley, Flame Lily need to be really cautious, because if they are to concede and it ends 1-1, it will mean that if the result in Bindura stays like that, it will mean that Yada would have snapped up into the Premiership. But as it stands, Flame Lily are still on top of the situation.
Well, if it ends up with as a draw here, Spencer, it means Flame Lily will still win, because they need a point just to get beyond the reach of Yada Gunners. Here they come now. Flame Lady trying to push forward, but again stopped in their tracks. Ball played to the near side. Sireni will pick it up. Sireni, lovely ball played through to Wadi. Oh, it hits the post and out of play.
Just across the face of goal, and good play there from ZRP. And Flame Lily, for once, have been tested, and really, unfortunately, the ball just hitting off the upright and just going off.
There is the cross. Scraping some paint off before going off. Ismail Wadi, a bit unlucky not to have been rewarded with a goal. He had a fantastic game in this match. He was tearing down the left-hand side. Now he's coming on the right-hand side, full of tricks and pace and skill. He certainly looks a player ready for the Premier League. Here they come once again. Nyamadzao caught on the wrong side of action as the ball comes through. Here's Chilimanzi scribing circles in the center circle, trying to play the ball through, stopped by Chiragwi. Ball flicked through the substitute, Guenya. But again, the ball goes out of play. That will be a throw in as we see the replay of the action. Sireni guiding it forward for ZRP, and it's out of play now. Throw into the policeman once again. Those of you joining us for the first time, we've just gone past the hour mark by 4 minutes. Still 1-0 here at Maurice Depot. Tichmazani and Wadi was not on the same page, and again the ball out of play. Throw into Flame Lily. Madananga throws it to find his captain, Perry. He's such a wonderful workhorse, their captain here. He's up and down, he's never stopped running like a young colt. Created chances, has defended well. I think he's been leading from the front like a good leader.
He has led from the front and stood head above shoulders and really putting up a spirited performance, especially in the middle of the park, trying to create those chances for Flame Lily. He's been the heartbeat of Flame Lily in the middle of the park.
Long throw from Madananga, headed on there by Chiragwi, looking for space. Ball play through, it comes back to the captain again. There he is, full of tricks and still fighting. It tries to play the ball through and all the way. Wadi. Tichmazani now, posting a long 4-1 forward. Their captain, I must admit, in the second half he has been a pale shadow of himself. As Chilimanzi, Tambirana rather, plays it wide to the far side, finding Tanai Chinungo along the ground, picking out support from Chilimanzi himself now. Tenzenfeld now approaching the penalty area, brings in the cross, looking for space, he finds it, and Ashton Mhlanga, one falls down, and it's cleared away, but not quite. Still ZRP with possession. Remember, it's 2-0 to Yada Gunners in Bindura. If something happens here, then we'll have an interesting end as the ball is played over the bar. My goodness me.
That was the best chance for ZRP in the second half, and just failing to direct the ball in the back of the net.
Ah, yes, indeed. They must have heard about the they must have heard about the scoreline as we take a look at the replay there. Over the bar. Yada Gunners were bitterly determined to make sure that look, they finish this match with this season with a real fight. But then Flame Lady took the lead a long time ago. They're still holding on to that. Chiwara heading the ball into an empty net. There is Hamandishe,
the captain, away from the picture.
Well, I do agree with Tulanis Banda. I talked about the captain, that he has taken his foot off the pedal in the second half, and this is understandable. I can't blame Tulanis Banda at all.
Absolutely, good call there from Tulanis Banda. And Innocent the Nyoni coming in. He's a very good attacking midfielder. He knows how to break the defense, and let's see what he can bring in for ZRP.
Yes, indeed, there is Casemiro, one of the midfielders called into action. There's the new captain, They seem to have benched Wadi. I think it's because of that yellow card as well. He was playing a defensive game, and like I said, you have to come in with all these tackles. Surely they could have ended up with one man down. Ball played all the way back now to Chris Verachena. Piri, but well read there by Mazani. Here's Nyoni. This is the usual captain, I must add as well. There he is, beaten clean by Chidawaya. Ball to the near side here, Chiragwi trying to ride a tackle into the center of the field. Tried Zireni now. Turns one way, finding Nyoni, the skipper. Now the team has got more direction. Chirimanzi plays it through. Zireni looking for Nyoni, but it's back to Zireni once more, who has to restart the formula, guiding it all the way back to Nigel Kanyani. As Chiragwi clears the danger. Goes all the way to Gurupira, who is taking time to control the ball. That's all the way back to the goalminder. He does well to find Gurupira. And they finally clear. Good run down the center. The goalkeeper was in trouble, but he comes off with the ball and is cleared away by Madananga. And he's winning a round of applause from the fans here, because they do know that any slip up here will complicate the situation. Will certainly have a nervy end to this encounter. But Flame Lily is still firmly in control. Exchanging passes well. Here comes Chinyama! Second goal, and that seals it.
Surely this one should seal the game as a contest. Good take there from Chinyama. He took a great shot there. We see Chinyama celebrating. Second goal from Chinyama for the day, but an ambitious shot, and it found at the back of the net. Surely Flame Lily are fancying their chances of the maiden premiership.
Prosper Chinyama is the name that everyone will be talking about. He's a stocky little player. He got the pass from his captain, controlled it well, looked up, for a moment wanted to dribble. There he is, damming one side, and lashed it past the diving figure of Chris Verachena.
Stanley, poor marking from Terry Chivinko. He left the striker, the man on the ball. He let him look at the goal side, and he took the shot.
Yes, indeed. There he is.
Look at that. Look at poor defending. He's running, trying to pick up the man without the ball instead of picking up the man with the ball.
Well, they were expecting him to pass. It didn't look like he was going to shoot. He fooled everybody. Here's the captain, Piri, once more. He's a handful. 2-0, and I think it's done and dusted. Madananga lays it short into the center, finding support once again. Pensula wide to the far side. He wanted to find the hitman Chinyama, but again it's out of play for a throw in here at Morris Depot. ZRP, the policemen, look like they are being clobbered by the correctional masters here.
Yes, indeed. I don't think they have any answer to this. Flame Lily fired up. They know what is at stake. They've been hungry. Even in the first half, they were first to the ball. They continued in the second half. The momentum continued in the second half. And you got to give it to Prosper for really taking this game. Chinyama really taking the initiative, taking his chance and scoring. And he's one name that will be spoken about across the town this afternoon for having put Flame Lily in the Premiership.
And of course, when it comes to action in the Premiership next season, I think they will talk about him as well. And the substitution has just taken place. On the Flame Lily side, we'll make it out who it is. It looks like Tekshua Chiragwi has been benched, and there is Lisbeth Saruchera. We had a short glimpse of him as play resumes now on the far side. Yabo Saruchera didn't look very unmoved, and Motion Mponda finally comes on, and the fans are saluting the goal, still saluting that goal That doubled Flame Lilies advantage. The clearance now, Chinyama getting involved. Chilimanzi fighting and fighting. It's taken away. It's taken away from him as ZRP tried to come forward. Zireni shaking an opponent, Nyoni. Ball played to the near side. Chilimanzi riding a tackle. Still Chilimanzi looking for space, finds it. And in the end, it's taken away. But again, it comes back to Nyoni. What was he doing on the bench, Nyoni? He's now giving direction to this team as the cross comes in and taken away by Hamandisha.
Hamandisha, having good on the ball. Could have been punished there by Zimbabwe, but he was quick to take the possession.
Yes, as we take a second look. It was a well-measured cross, but Hamandisha had a long view of that one. Made a routine save. Another ball pumped upfield. Nigel Gandari to Grupira, who plays it forward. Some of the players, of course, I must say, they're taking a bit long, like the likes of Mtambiranwa, always moving backwards with the ball when your team is down by 2-0. And the results update there, Bindura United 0, Yada Gunners 2, same scoreline here. So it looks like the season will end with Flame Lily leading by 3 points. The fans here must have heard about what's happening in Bindura as play continues now.
Offside call.
Offside call, of course. That was
Peter
Ngwenya. Peter Ngwenya. Some of the police details are leaving the field of play. We still need their security. Well, did they come here as fans or part of the supporters? I think they were part of the supporters.
They're
and
not on
possibly not happy that their team has lost.
They've come here to towel.
Yeah, they'd come to give some of their colleagues moral support, but then they've lost it now. Here they come now. Here's the captain, Perry. Madananga lays it square. Chawaya comes back now to Perry. They are all now beginning to close down on the captain a bit too late. They didn't realize that he was the source of all their problems, did they?
He was, and really a revelation, and creating all the chances. But for ZRP, like Rabbi said, I don't know why they were keeping Nyoni on the bench, because ever since he came on, they started getting forward, getting in the box for Flame Lily.
Surely it could have been a different game if he had played alongside Chimbadzwa, because they are both players with a lot of vision, and that could have helped ZRP. So the decision there by Tulanis Banda not paying off, but in the meantime we wait for the Flame Lily captain to be attended to, and this is how he picked up that injury. Well, this is not him. This is an earlier incident. There he is, hobbling to his feet. Give to Piri. Oh, he's a tireless player. Take a
Looks
look
like
at
he
it.
picked up a knock, and away from the picture, Branch Forga is preparing to come in.
So Saruchera would like to make sure
His last card in the
he
deck.
throws in his last card, and the captain has just been benched, and I'm sure he wants to protect him as well. Branch Forga will come on as the Flame Lily clear the danger with Madananga. Now it comes to Pride Zireni. Zireni shielding the ball intelligently. There he is going forward, but no support on the far side. He has to play the ball downfield, but then Chidawaya. Anywhere goes for Chidawaya. Those fans in the background at the bottom of your picture are the ones singing their voices hoarse. Why not when your team is leading by 2-0, and the assistant coach to Nisbet Saruchera making sure he gives Chiforga last-minute instructions before coming on.
And fun enough with the assistant coach, I'm not sure why he's not putting on the same regalia as the other technical team.
Yeah, these are some of the little things that people need to pick up. There he is, Chifojga.
Crowd favorite.
Crowd favorite, of course. Everybody is giving him a round of applause. Let's wait and see what he does. And I think the referee is pulling the ball back to the original position so that the throw-in can be retaken. In the meantime, Gift Piri, the Flame Lady captain, being attended to.
A calf
the job
strain.
is done. It's a calf strain, of course. He ran himself to a standstill in this game, and it's understandable. His legs are giving up. Long ball inside the area, the header. It goes over the bar. That was a good one indeed, coming in from Casimiro Chimbadzwa.
He's been a pale shadow of himself and really not the striker that you've known to be scoring goals. He has scored 8 goals in the 1 month, and this afternoon he's been a subdued figure.
Well, what with the likes of Brighton Chandisaida taking care of business there, alongside Effort Kopevi, they've got very good positional discipline. They don't leave their area unnecessarily, so it makes life difficult for strikers. As Hamandishe plays it forward. Now, Chidawaya wide to the far side. Yamazao. Chifojga. And Chinyama, I think, are going to sleep for a while, and it falls. Gurupira clears the danger. Laying the ball forward. Chidawaya winning the tackle. Nyamazao now playing it through. First time pass to the far side, finding the dangerous Chinyama. Chinyama now putting the ball on one side, bringing in a good looking cross, a chance here. The header, Chifojga can't control. And finally played back to the far side for the restart. Chinyama now. Chinyama is full of tricks. Good looking cross, the same player hit the crossbar, and it's out of play. My
good
word.
Play there, baby. Flame Lily. Good cross coming in from Chinyama. And Peter Ngwenya, the extending captain, just hitting the ball. There we see.
That's Chinyama now, working his way past Chinungo. But surprisingly, he did that twice, and nobody from ZRP
picked him
ever
up.
thought of marking out, the striker. That's Ngwenya.
Absolutely, I think ZRP have thrown in the towel, and
yeah, indeed, it looks like they've thrown in the towel. There's movements out of your picture, but that there is the celebration mood in the Flame Lily camp. All their fans now are around the drum beating man, singing their anthem in their green and white. They are already dreaming of a Premier League life next season in 2015. Here they come once again, Chifojga, but again thwarted as the ball goes out of play. That was Ngwenya rather, Motion Mponda rather.
They're under 10 minutes away from the Premiership, the maiden date with the Premiership.
Certainly a big day, because they've been around for more than 34 years and never a day like this. Confirmation of that scoreline, 2-0 Flame Lily. Just less than 10 minutes left of play, plus of course a bit of optional time from Ruzive. Flame Lily, I tell you, they are full of very skillful players, because the absence of their captain has not changed the complexion of this game here. They're still doing exactly what they were doing with their captain.
I have to give them credit. They have maintained the same shape, same discipline, and Nesbo Sarashara, he keeps on backing instruction, making sure that the players don't relax.
Here they are now, ZRP, Nyoni guiding it backwards. Gandari to the near side, finding Tich Mazani. Mazani going forward, trying to lay it through, but it's taken away by Chidawaya. Very strong player Chidawaya is. And there he is, riding a tackle, tightly monitored. In the end, it's out of play. He was trying to set up a run with Ponda. Throw in quickly taken, Ponda takes over, brings in a cross. Nobody home. It's cleared away by Gurupira Madananga, but that one straight out of play. That will be a goal kick, which the goalkeeper Chris Berachona will take. Sure, I can expect an all-night party tonight. If it stays like this, then I can tell everyone to find your way to the correctional services area. That is Chikurupi, of course.
Big
That's
party.
that's where the big party will be. Flame leading now. Ponda. And again, tightly monitored, out of play. Throw in will come. Some of the fans, understandably, very quiet. That can only be ZRP supporters. A real turn up to the crowd. 2-0 by the away team, Spencer. Yes, the home fans can be forgiven for being so quiet.
Of course, Flame Lily, really determined, knowing what's at stake, came here today with a purposeful mind and really wanted to get that ticket to the Premiership, and they're on the verge of doing that.
Certainly on the verge of doing it. There is Lloyd Samaitam Tasa in a white hat, former coach of FC Platinum and Dynamos, and of course Flame Lily as well.
Of course, he's also
that's where he made his name, I think, before going on to Kickland.
I think so. We got to give him credit also for transforming this team to what it is. Of course, Nesbitt Sarchera coming over and taking over.
Yeah, Sarchera claiming the ultimate prize because he has taken the team into the Premiership. Ponda trying to do too much, but in the end he is rewarded. Ball picked up back to Ponda. As Flame Lily now knocking the ball around. Madananga. Oh, he took too long to take off. Throw into ZRP. Nearly 84 minutes. 6 minutes away from the end of the encounter. If it ends like this, then Flame Lily are in the Premiership. Throw in once more. To be taken by Flame Lily. It will be interesting to see if Sarchera is going to look for some more players with Premier League experience.
I think he needs a couple of players, not to go on a wholesome shopping spree. He's got a very good team, and he just needs one or two to experienced players to blend with these youngsters.
Madananga will pick it up now. Chidawaya. He's been such a wonderful workhorse in front of the back four, protecting the defense. He's been a typical buffer. Chimbadzwa. Oh, he struggled with this game all afternoon.
To a corner kick. He's struggled with the game all afternoon. I think he's one player who's lucky to have lasted the 90 minutes. And if I was the coach for ZRP out of the game at the halftime.
But then you would have had more than 3 players to take off. He probably faced that problem because some of the players had to leave because of yellow cards, and the others were not doing well. And then Chimbadzwa has not really repaid the faith shown in him. As the corner is quickly taken, there is Chinyama being harassed unfairly.
The goal kick, Stella Ruvingo.
Yeah, Stella Ruvinga feels that, look, the ball had already gone out of play, so it's going to be a goal kick to be taken by Mverechena Chris. The ZRP goal minder. 2-0 ZRP in the lead. Their fans, that is Flame Lily fans, understandably ecstatic. They are dancing their way into the Premier League. Chilimanzi, a deflection takes place but taken away. Madananga. Here is the standing captain. But again, taken away by Pride Zireni. Nyoni, and the ref stops play so that there is a player from Flame Lily who is lying injured.
Lloyd Nyamadzao.
That's Lloyd Nyamadzao, and the referee is urging the medics to come on and attend to the injured player. And we do hope that it's nothing serious, because Nyamadzao has been such an integral part of Flame Lily. And Yabo Sarchera would like to make sure that he completes this game here with a clean bill of health. Apart from his captain, Gift Perry, the others were tactical substitutions. Those fans clearly showing their happiness with their team. It's been a wonderful year for Flame Lily. This is why you see the fans are so ecstatic. The result means a lot to them. ZRP convincingly beaten at home. They are one of the cameramen here at the stadium.
Certainly a good crowd came to watch this game. I mean, look at the crowd, and really in their numbers.
Yeah, the good numbers for Division 1 football. This is the final week of football in Zimbabwe. That is league football, because the Premiership ends tomorrow. And the same goes for Division 1, all the leagues in the country. Then we will have the trophies coming through. Of course, the Yada TV Cup final being played on the 29th of November, during which time, of course, the Mbada Diamonds Cup will also be taking place. But the league comes to an end this particular weekend. Nyamadzao fighting for the ball. Chifojwa plays it in field. Here is Chinyama, very strong on the ball, I must say. Oh, he's so quick. Ball played to Gwenya, wide to the far side now. Nyamadzao brings in a good-looking cross into the center, chested down by the standing captain Mponda. Ball floated through, back again to Chinyama. He slips, and this one got out of play. But he's such a tricky customer.
Tricky customer, Chinyama, really on a hat-trick, trying to look for his hat-trick. But he's outstanding. After, to me, I will give him the man of the match. He's been outstanding for Flame Lily.
Yeah, and he's so aware of what's around him. The way he beats his markers, runs into space, gets back. If he gets better support than this, I think we could be seeing better things from the young man, don't we?
Absolutely, we could be seeing better things, and we want to see how he will fare in the Premiership.
Long ball played forward, but that one was already out of play. So throw in being given to Flame Lily. And Madananga will take it from the near side here. A minute to go before the end of the encounter, plus of course a bit of optional time. And out of your picture, if you take a look at the Flame Lily bench, the substitute players
are now believing.
They are now believing. They're huddling together, urging their colleagues to hold on and find their way into the Premiership.
The dream is about to come true.
It certainly is a wonderful dream. If they are dreaming, please don't wake them up. And if everybody is dreaming, ZRP are enduring a nightmare indeed. Losing in front of their home fans, 2-0. That is the story. Madani still in possession. Nyoni, the captain, who came on as a second half substitute. Back to Madani, who plays the ball forward. And then Madananga will take it through. 5 players from Flame Lily in defense and no single attacking player. 90 minutes by my watch. And of course, we are into optional time now.
Of course, we don't have the fourth official to show us the optional time.
Yeah, but we do know that Ruziwe has got that optional time. As the ball is played through, chested down, Gurupera. Back again to Chinungo. Chinungo will post it forward, but headed away. Now, Chidawaya is giving it to the wrong person. Pressure still on them. That is Flame Lily. Nyoni looks one way, then the other. Lays it through, trying to set up a run, but again, picked up by Lloyd Nyamadzao, who knows very well that time is no longer
That's a time-wasting clearance, and good play there from Nyamadzao. He knows already that the time is up, and they can't just wait for Ruziwe to blow the final whistle.
Yes, Ruziwe took a look at his watch. We didn't have a lot of stoppage time. As Zireni picks up possession, this could be the last piece of action. Zireni toying around with the ball. Tich Mazani for ZRP, pushing forward. Chilimanzi to the near side now. He goes forward. Ball played back by Nyoni intelligently. Mazani past one marker, brings in a good look across the center. The header! Oh, past the post. That would have been a fantastic, face saver.
It could have been a fantastic face saver, but no, failing to direct his header on target there. That was Tambiranwa for ZRP.
And it goes wide. Ruziwe just instructing the goalkeeper to put the ball down.
Should blow any minute from now.
Yes, looking at his watch. Any minute now, Flame Lily will be confirmed to be in the Premiership. We will have some noise here at ZRP as the ball is played through, headed on once again. Play continues according to Ruziwe, who puts his whistle in the mouth and blows to end the match here. It's celebration time for Flame Lily. If you want a party, like I said, Spencer, find your way to Flame Lily because the big party will be on tonight. 2-0 they win and they come into the Premiership.
2-0 they win, and really Nesbe Sarchera came with a game plan. Started off with a formation of 4-5-1 formation in the first half and stuck with that formation. And the midfield, they did a great job. Of course, talking of Chindawara, he played a very good game in the defensive midfield. In the attacking midfield, where the captain Gilpini dictating the pace, and up front with the man of the match, my man of the match, wearing jersey number 18, Prosper Chinyama, really setting up the tone for Flame Lily.
Oh yes, indeed, Chinyama is the name that everyone from Flame Lily and I think all the neutrals will be talking about. He's the man who produced 2 goals. He is full of tricks. He has got good close ball control. He's such a fantastic player coming into the Premiership. It'll be interesting to see how well he will fare when he meets the rest of the other players who are going to be giving him lots of anxious moments. But the fans have been fantastic for Flame Lily.
They've been ecstatic. Look at that crowd, Stanley. It's very ecstatic. It's electric here at Morris Depot. Flame Lily have booked the medium Premiership after 34 years of trying to get in the Premiership. Nesbe Sarchera came with the answer book. He managed to take this team to the promised land, and credit to Nesbe Sarchera and his technical team. And these players were hungry all season. They managed to find the form, they managed to do well, and there we see these are the results of what they've just done today.
Oh yes indeed, and from Bindura, Yada Gunners had tried their best, winning by 2-0, but unfortunately it was not enough because Flame Lily decided to keep destiny in their own hands, and the police details are struggling indeed to keep these fans at bay because there is celebration, wild celebration from all over the place. They are singing their anthem. Why not? Nobody can deny them that because the praise from Chinyama, Prosper Chinyama, has helped them to come into the Premiership. It was a wonderful day for the boys down there on the pitch, and I'm looking at Charles Mabika. He seems to have Tulani Sibanda next to him. Let's just see if we can get to him. Over to you, Charles, as you talk to Tulani Sibanda.
So that's how it ended. Flame Lily, the correctional masters, are the champions of the World Navy Northern Region Division 1 contest, beating ZRP by 2-0. Remember, they only needed at least a draw, but they ended up beating the police side by 2-0. In Bindura, Gunners went blazing in the second half and they beat Bindura United by 2-0, but that was all to no avail. I'm now joined by ZRP's head coach Tulani Sibanda, of course seeing his team here playing some beautiful football but failing to finish in the last third. Well, Tulani, there wasn't really much for your guys to play for. 6th position, you were already safe from relegation. I must say, some wonderful soccer, but your guys failing in the last third. What went wrong there?
You realize we conceded an early goal. I think it was a goal in somewhere around 2 minutes. Yeah, so it's 2 minutes. So it brought some nerves within us. We were already under pressure. Yes, it's not like because we were on position 6, we didn't want to win this game. We wanted to win this game. We wanted to finish strong as a build-up for next year. Yeah.
Tulani, are you surprised that in the end, Flame Lily emerged victorious?
They are a perfect side. They are a very, very good side. They press in numbers. They are mobile. They are dynamic. They know how to use wing play. They are a very good side. I think they deserve to be. Yeah.
So Tulani, the ZRP supporters watching right now, just wondering, what now for our side in 2015? It might be too early, I don't know, but what are the plans, Tulani, for 2015?
In life, you always plan to be the best. So that's what we are trying to do. It's actually a build-up for next year. There are a lot of positives, as you saw, but there are still some grey areas within the team. So we'll attend to those. We'll go into the market, try to look for guys that we need, which we feel will give us an edge. Some value addition to say. That's it, yeah.
Tough luck, but thanks Tulani. You guys gave us a show to remember. All the best for 2015. That was Tulani Sibanda, the head coach of ZRP. Batai Munu. But today, it wasn't their day. A more determined Flame Lily, the correctional masters, were their masters of their own destiny. And in the end, they won by 2-0. I'm now joined by the victorious Flame Lily head coach. You all know him, former under-23 captain, former Black Rhinos head coach. Now he has managed to take Flame Lily, who had been trying for years and years and years to get into the big time. They've done it courtesy of Nesbet Yabo Saruchera. Well, Yabo, I must start by congratulating. Oh, is this champagne? Yabo went with champagne here. But Yabo, you took a second-minute lead to really have the game in your grasp. Were you surprised that you took such an early lead?
Yeah, I was also shocked. But we wanted to attack from the way to go. But when we got the early goal, we were happy as family. And we keep on pushing. We didn't want to defend. We wanted to get promoted in style. You knew if we had to draw, we were going to qualify as well. But we wanted to wrap up the game.
Yeah, but there was a time when Gunners, of course, their arch rivals, had opened up, I think it was a 5-point gap. Did you at one time want to throw in the towel? Did you think you could still come back into it? You did come back, but what were your thoughts at that time? I think at one time they opened up a 6-point gap between, it was 5 points between you, yeah. What was going through your mind then?
We knew we were going to bounce back. We had a fantastic squad. The guys were fighting very hard in training. We just keep on pushing them to the last.
Now, Yabo, Flame Lily destined for the Premiership. And what plans now for all the Flame Lily supporters who are watching this game? What are the plans for 2015, if you know?
2015, I don't know. My contract is ending on the 31st of December. It's all up to them, but I'm happy. We have done what I was hired to do. Yeah.
Okay, so you had Yabo, his contract ending 31 December. But, well, it depends with the correctional masters, the hierarchy there, the director of Zimbabwe Prison Services, Comrade Kennedy Zimondi. We will, I know you're watching, I don't know what is the fate of Yabo. Now, Yabo, tell us what was the secret for Flame Lily to bounce back after that 5-point gap? I know you told us you kept believing, but what was the secret within your squad?
Yeah, we had a fantastic squad. We had a very good pre-season. Our guys were ready for everything. We had a fantastic squad. That's why we maybe end up keep on pushing them. Yeah, that was the secret. We are very strong. Up to now, even if we are to play another 15 games, we can push all the way.
Yabo, listen, congratulations. You've invited me to the party, eh? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
From day one, we didn't have any problems. After winning, we were collecting our juices early.
Okay, so I'll come to the party. Okay, all right, right. Okay, right. I'm going to the party. Right. The pomp and fanfare taking place here at Maurice Depot after Flame Lily's 2-0 win. What we're doing now, we're crossing back to the commentary box because the presentation is going to be done here. So let's join Stanley Katsande and Spencer Nyamazao.